Simultaneation give you this. Only give you this. Partial p partial y equal to 0. So I don't know. I don't want to write this, but this is a boundary. That's a momentum equation for the boundary layer. That means inside this boundary layer, they should satisfy this. This one here. Okay. And in the physical meaning, what's the partial p partial y equal to 0? In y direction, do they have any pressure difference? No. Okay. So in y direction, this pressure and this pressure didn't change. So our outer flow region pressure can be used as a pressure on the surface. Okay. That's okay. So that's why we can solve only this outer section instead of have to deal with the boundary layer section. Okay. Okay. And here I also ask you to do is the boundary layer thickness. Boundary layer thickness should be scaled with this. So our y direction momentum should be reduced to this. And our boundary layer thickness, delta is our boundary layer thickness, divided by x should be proportional to 1 over square root of Reynolds-Sandberg. Okay. And the reason I want to emphasize this and this is because what? Because here we have a condition, the Reynolds-Sandberg is much greater than 1, right? When you Reynolds-Sandberg much greater than 1, if you using this relationship, Reynolds-Sandberg is here. And the Reynolds-Sandberg is much greater than 1, mean what? Our delta is very small, very thin. That's called the thin boundary layer assumption. Okay, thin boundary layer. So only this will be applied, partial p partial y equal to 0. Only this boundary layer is very thin. Okay. Let me give you another picture. This is flow over air foil with very smooth, okay, without any separation. If I have a flow like this, angle attack is large, so this is angle attack, and this flow will be like this. How do you call that? How do you call this here? Separation, right? Flow will separate from the surface. Once you have the separation above airfoil, can you using this to predict this? Can you using the outer flow to predict the surface here? No way, because it already violate, right? Only the flow is very smooth, okay? Past our airfoil that can be used. Okay. Once you have separation, the boundary layer here is very thick. Okay, it's already different story. Okay, just remember that. We're not so. Okay, so here is a kind of the. Okay. So this is some of picture. This is a flow over so-called delta wind. Okay, you see we bought the Mirage, right? Mirage fighter from the France. We have in Taiwan we have a Mirage. Okay, 幻象2000, right? Mirage 2000 fighter. Mirage 2000 fighter is delta wind design. What's the delta wind design? What's the advantage for delta wind design? What's the advantage for delta wind design? 高升力而已吗？它机动性很高，因为它很容易可以转个方向。As you can see here, okay, this is for the high angle attack. Okay, high angle when delta wind under a high angle attack. This is the tip apex of delta. Okay. And there's two vortex here. Okay, if you cut here, if you cut the cross section here using a laser sheet, you will see these two huge vortex here. Okay, So these two huge vortex is very steady. Okay, if the standard angle is not so, if this angle is not so small, these two will be very steady. Okay, and this vortex core here, this vortex here, will generate a lot of lift because the vortex is a very low pressure, okay, area. So this is L4 here, right? And you have the two vortex here, and then these two vortex generate high lift. Okay, so for the L4 usually at the high angle attack, they will stall 失速，对不对？Stall means when you have an aircraft flying a very high angle attack, the lift will be going down. Okay, so lift when they lift going down, they cannot fly like this. They will fly like this. Okay, they will fly like this. Okay, however, in the delta wind L4, they can fly like this. Okay, a high angle attack. Okay, and this high angle attack give you a lot of maneuver. Okay, 就是在作战的时候用。你要后面有飞弹在追你的时候 ，OK， 你要怎么逃 ？OK， 你可以 high angle attack， you can using high angle attack maneuver and then escape。OK， otherwise you will lose your control。OK， once you lose your control, you will easily to chased by the missile, okay, or any fighter when you have the combat. So these two vortex on the delta wind, okay, they generate very high angle attack lift, okay, maneuver. Even on the missile, okay, 在飞弹上面 if you have a high angle, you can see these two vortex here. However, in the missile here, okay, these two vortex so close because the missile is a very standard body. So these two vortex will be very close together, okay, and very close together. When you have the two vortex very nearby, they become very unstable. Okay, one will become bigger and the other will become smaller. And once you have this, they will start to tumbling. Okay, so this is more difficult once you have this kind of flow. Okay, in the missile. Okay, then above, if you have the two vortex very nearby. Okay, and that will be difficult to have aerodynamic control. Okay, that's the kind of vortex above the delta wind and slender body. Okay, this is a very beautiful picture. It's a flow over cylinder. Right? This is flow over cylinder. So when you flow over cylinder until some Reynolds number, for example, this Reynolds number is about 140. Okay, and they start have so-called vortex shading. Vortex shading. Okay. So this is a shading vortex here. It's a counter-rotating vortex. We call this a common vortex street. Okay. So this is a very interesting vortex shading will be appear after your abrupt body. Okay. Here is inside the boundary layer. Okay. Here is so inside the boundary layer. Inside the boundary, this is the boundary layer. We have a flow like this, right? This is boundary layer. And this is boundary layer still high. So our flow here, and then above this boundary layer, we have uniform flow. Within the boundary, we start to decrease. Okay, from the uniform flow to equal to 0. This is non-symptomatic condition. Okay. So this is the cross-section view of the boundary layer. Okay, it will develop, and this is X. Okay. The top view of boundary layer. Whatever. If you see this, if you have a line here, whatever, velocity is high here, right? And lower here. So you generate what? Velocity. Right? Velocity you generate. So on the surface here, we have a vortex line. Right? Vortex line. This vortex line we have this. Right? We have this kind of rotation. And then this vortex 9 here, this is the vortex 9. Okay, this is vortex 9 here. And this is vortex 9 is combat by what? By this velocity profile. 它是这个 vortex 9在这里，对不对？ Is convected by this velocity profile along the downstream direction. 它会被这个流场往下带。However, when you have a very straightforward vortex 9 like this, it's very unstable. You are not able to keep this straight most of the time because the flow always has some randomness. Okay, inside the flow field is not very beautiful. Okay, it always has some fluctuation. You don't know where the fluctuation comes from, but there's an uncertainty fluctuation there. Once you have a small fluctuation exists inside the flow field, what happens? If this vortex 9 has small fluctuation, small fluctuation give you what? Give you this. If a flow here has a vortex 9 become kink 就是它转弯，它有一个小皱褶。Okay? If this kink is like this, if this one is higher here, yeah. Okay, vortex 9 origin is here, and then I have a vortex 9, and then it's a kink, and I have a vortex 9 kink at the apex here. The apex here is mean I have a high velocity here, right? And high velocity here, we have a convection downstream is even higher. So if you see that, you can see I will generate what? When you use this tip here, is appear even higher here. For example, this. So I have if I draw a small three-dimensional picture like this, okay, and this is a lift up from the surface. Okay, so here we have lift up from the surface. That means lift up here, and lift up here means we have a high velocity. So this kink here, what happened? It will even generate more kink, right? It will stretch. Okay. So you can see if you have this kind of disturbance, and this is high velocity region, this is low velocity because boundary is here, and here will be stretch, become like this. Okay, we call this kind of so-called turbulence. Will start. Sometimes they study the turbulence is they will start from here called a Toming steering wave, TS wave. If you have a TS wave, called TS wave. Okay, once you start from a TS wave, and then you have the horseshoe vortex. This is called the horseshoe vortex. Horseshoe vortex. Horseshoe vortex. Okay, you can see this is 很像马蹄形的，对不对？ Horseshoe vortex. Okay, so this horseshoe vortex will start appear inside the boundary, and then all these small horseshoe vortex will be eventually be stretched. You can see this is at the beginning, and this will be stretched. And once you stretch, this is two horseshoe vortex side, right? Once this two vortex tube is stretched, what happens? Your vortex will be increased, right? So all the vorticity will start to. So all this kind of happening inside the flow field, within the turbulent boundary layer. Okay, and anyway, this is just beginning of the boundary layer transition. So they're using all this kind of vortex inside the boundary layer to study the horseshoe vortex and the laminar boundary layer before they transit to the turbulent boundary layer. OK， 就是我们从层流的一个所谓的边界层转换到稳流的边界层，他们有这些理论怎么样转换的 ？OK， 这是其中一种理论，还没有定论。There's no rule, no OK。But there's a lot of people did that, okay, using this kind of phenomenon to study, to see how the evolution of the transition from the laminar boundary layer to turbulent boundary layer. Okay, all related to vorticity, right? This is all vorticity, horseshoe vortex, all the vorticity inside the boundary layer. Okay. 所以流体力学 fluid mechanics by using the picture is more easy to understand, right? Just stretch, okay, and then how this vortex evolve, okay, make a lot of story, okay. Go back to reality equation, okay. So in this chapter we already kind of give you will be once you have this concept here, right? And later we will deal with this easy task first because we will deal with the boundary layer later in chapter 9. But before chapter 9, we still have some engineering application we have to answer, right? Okay. So we will start with the potential flow, okay? And from the potential flow is what? So-called inviscid, incompressible, irrotational, so-called I-cube. 什么叫 potential flow？ 大家我知道什么叫 potential flow？ 这第4章我们会进入我们的 potential flow. In chapter 4, we will go into the potential flow. What does the potential flow mean? Potential flow equal to what? Inviscid plus incompressible plus irrotational. Okay, I， 所以是 I cube。这3个条件都要符合。OK， 等一下我们会慢慢的就会进入这个，因为我们把工程问题简化。OK， 因为 potential flow 有一些可以说明问题的。So here we will try to derive so-called Bernoulli equation. But we don't have time. Okay, I think you learned the Bernoulli equation before. Okay, so here is inviscid. Inviscid is one of these, right? Okay, inviscid. Okay, and there's a conservation of body force. Okay. So eventually we will derive not the Bernoulli equation you see before, but very similar. Okay, we have unsteady Bernoulli equation. This is called unsteady Bernoulli equation. Okay, this is unsteady Bernoulli equation. But if irrotational flow, this will be equal to 0. Okay, this will be equal to 0 because the vorticity is equal to 0. So if you plot the irrotational flow, this is equal to 0. Okay, so we have this equation equal to 0. So that will be the Bernoulli equation later. Okay, Bernoulli equation. So that will be the Bernoulli equation you see most of the time. Okay, 1/2 the V squared plus our G is our body force potential, and this is our pressure. Right, and then so we didn't specify this is incompressible or compressible yet. Okay, so this is still not using the incompressible condition here. So here we still remain this is a assumption. Okay, we didn't assume this is incompressible yet. So this is a Bernoulli equation. Okay, but I think we will run out of time for the Bernoulli equation. I will stop here. And one thing next week, because I go to the international conference, so the whole week I will not be able to deliver my lectures here. So we will skip 1 week. Okay, next week the whole week we will come back the week after that week, the Tuesday. Okay, so the whole week we were not able to have a class. Okay, so we will see later when we need to have the makeup class, we will let you know. Okay, but right now we will just continue. But next week we don't have any lecture. Okay， 下礼拜因为我出国开会，所以没有办法上课，整个礼拜2、礼拜4都不能上课。OK， 大家记得。So but today tomorrow to today we will give you the homework on our website for chapter 2 at least. Okay. And chapter 3 maybe include a little bit, but I will see. Okay, because we don't finish chapter 3 yet, but chapter 2 we finish. So I will give you the chapter 2 homework on the website. Okay, and so on next Tuesday, next Tuesday, okay, submit your next homework, okay, to me. Okay, so we will, okay, any question you can ask. Okay, after the class, if you don't have any question, we just stop here.
So until Tuesday and
next Tuesday and Thursday we don't have any lecture.
Yeah, for the homework until